Greetings. Welcome to our e-learning module on cash flow projections, revenue and expense forecasting for beginners. In this session, we will explore basics of cash flow projections, focusing on how to forecast revenue and expenses effectively. You will learn key concepts, practical techniques, and how accurate forecasting can help ensure financial stability and guide decision-making for your nonprofit. A cash flow projection is a financial tool that estimates the movement of cash into and out of an organization over a set period. It is crucial for predicting liquidity, helping you plan for expenses, and avoiding potential financial crisis. By forecasting cash flow, organizations can ensure they have the resources to meet obligations and stay financially stable. Cash flow projections are essential for ensuring your organization can meet its operational needs and avoid financial pitfalls. They help identify potential shortfalls or surpluses, allowing you to adjust plans accordingly. With accurate projections, you can make better decisions, strengthen strategic planning, and keep your organization on track for long-term success. While a budget is a plan for income and expenses over a set period, cash flow focuses on the timing of when money is received and spent. The budget helps you plan for the future, while cash flow ensures you have enough liquidity to meet immediate needs. Both are essential for maintaining financial health, but they serve different purposes in managing your finances. Here we see two visual representations of the cash flow cycle. On the left, the cycle starts with cash coming in, followed by payments to suppliers who produce goods or services, then selling those goods or services, and starting the process over. On the right, multiple elements of cash flow are connected, pointing to key areas such as operational costs and revenue streams, illustrating the interconnected flow of funds within the organization. Understanding cash flow components is key to financial management. Inflows include revenue from grants, donations, program fees, and other sources, while outflows cover expenses like salaries, rent, utilities, and program costs. The net cash flow is calculated by subtracting outflows from inflows, giving you a clear picture of your organization's financial health and liquidity. Creating cash flow projections involves a few key steps. First, identify your inflows, such as revenue from grants or donations. Next, identify your outflows, including expenses like salaries and utilities. Step 3 is to establish a timeline for your projections. And finally, step 4 is to calculate the net cash flow by subtracting outflows from inflows. Identifying inflows and outflows is crucial for accurate cash flow projections. Inflows include grants and donations, program service fees, and investment income. Outflows, on the other hand, consist of fixed costs like rent and salaries, variable costs such as program supplies and travel, and unplanned expenses that may arise. Tracking both helps you understand your financial situation and ensure you have enough cash to meet your obligations. Establishing a timeline is a crucial step in creating accurate cash flow projections. Choose a time frame that suits your needs, monthly, quarterly, or annually. A best practice is to start with a 12-month rolling projection, which gives you a clear view of both short and long-term cash flow. Here is a sample table showing months as rows with columns for beginning cash, inflows, outflows, net cash flows, and ending cash. This helps you track your financial position over time and plan accordingly. To calculate net cash flow, simply subtract total outflows from total inflows. The formula is total inflows minus total outflows equals net cash flow. Once you have the result, interpret it. A positive net cash flow means a surplus, while a negative result indicates a shortfall. Understanding these results helps you make informed decisions about managing cash and ensuring financial stability. Regular updates to your cash flow projections are critical for maintaining an accurate financial picture. They reflect changes in funding or expenses and help prepare your organization for unforeseen challenges. For monthly updates, use this checklist. Review all bank account transactions, confirm that scheduled grants and donations have arrived, verify upcoming expense projections, and adjust cash flow based on any changes in timing. This ensures your projections stay current and reliable. How often you update your cash flow projections depends on your organization's needs. Monthly updates are ideal for most nonprofits, while quarterly updates work well for stable organizations with predictable cash flows. To stay on track, schedule time each month to review your cash flow, update inflows and outflows with actual amounts, and adjust forecasts for any upcoming changes, like new grants or programs. Regular updates ensure your projections remain accurate and actionable. During your cash flow updates, be sure to review key inputs like revenue changes. This includes new grants, delayed funding, or unexpected donations. Also look for expense adjustment such as rising costs, new initiatives, or emergency spending. Keeping track of these changes helps you maintain accurate projections and ensures your organization can adapt quickly to any financial shifts. Monitoring liquidity is essential to ensure your organization has enough cash to meet short-term obligations. Use tools like the current ratio, which compares current assets to liabilities, and the month's cash on hand ratio, calculated by dividing cash on hand by your total annual expenses divided by 12. These ratios help you gauge your financial health and ensure you have the necessary liquidity to operate smoothly. Planning for surpluses and deficits is key to financial stability. If you have a surplus, consider investing in programs, building reserves, or repaying debt. Aim for 3 months of operating cash and 6 months in reserves. In the case of a deficit, reduce discretionary spending, delay non-essential expenses, or seek bridge funding to cover the gap. Proactively managing surpluses and deficits helps ensure long-term sustainability. Communicating cash flow insights is crucial for keeping everyone informed. Share regular updates with the board and key stakeholders to ensure alignment. Visual aids like graphs and charts can help enhance understanding, making complex financial data more accessible. Clear communication ensures stakeholders can make informed decisions and support the organization's financial goals. Nonprofit cash flow statements are essential for 7 key applications. They provide valuable cash flow metrics that inform budget development, support tax returns, and help create annual reports. They also play a critical role in treasurer reports and audit preparation, ensuring transparency and accuracy. Regularly reviewing your cash flow statements helps maintain financial health and supports effective decision-making. To manage cash flow, you can use simple tools like spreadsheets. Create templates in Excel or Google Sheets with columns for inflows, outflows, and net cash flows to track your financials. For more advanced tracking, cash flow management software like QuickBooks, Sage Intacct, or nonprofit-specific tools offer automation and real-time updates, making it easier to stay on top of your finances and make informed decisions. Here is a monthly cash flow template that spans 12 months, with each month represented as a column. It includes a beginning cash balance, income sources, and expense categories, helping you track inflows and outflows. The net cash flow is calculated for each month, and the ending cash balance shows your financial position at month's end. Negative balances are highlighted in red for easy analysis, allowing you to quickly spot potential cash flow issues and take corrective action. In this example of a cash flow forecast, on the left you will see a table with columns for months, grants, donations, expenses, and end reserves. To the right, 2 graphs illustrate the impact of different scenarios. The first graph shows cash reserves, grant income donations, and program expenses without a fundraising campaign in September. The second graph reflects the same data, but with successful campaign, highlighting how additional funding can strengthen your cash flow and reserves. These tools allow for greater analysis and planning, helping you make informed decisions for future financial stability. Forecasting revenues and expenses involves methods like trend analysis and scenario planning. Best practices include realistic and conservative assumptions and incorporating a range of scenarios: best, worst, and most likely. This approach ensures more accurate projections and helps your organization prepare for different financial outcomes. Let's compare trend analysis and scenario planning. In the table, you will see definitions, purposes, strengths, and limitations of both methods. Trend analysis focuses on past data to predict future trends, providing a clear direction, but may overlook unexpected changes. Scenario planning, on the other hand, prepares for multiple potential outcomes, offering flexibility but requiring more assumptions. Both are valuable tools for forecasting, each with its own strengths and areas to consider based on your organization's needs. Scenario planning helps you prepare for a range of possibilities. You can create 4 scenarios, varying from high to low demand, and comparing the impact of traditional services versus new services. For example, one scenario might predict high demand for traditional services, while another could forecast low demand for new services. This approach allows you to assess how different factors might affect your organization's performance and plan accordingly. Handling seasonal cash flow challenges requires careful planning. Start by anticipating trends using historical data to identify high and low cash flow periods. Build reserves by saving surpluses during peak months to cover lean periods. Adjust timelines for program launches or large expenses to align with high cash months. On the left, the cash flow fluctuations graph illustrates how these strategies can help smooth out cash flow throughout the year, ensuring financial stability during slower periods. Budget gap bridging is essential when cash flow difficulties arise. One solution is a bridge loan, which provides short-term funding to cover immediate needs. Another option is deferring non-urgent expenses to a later month, allowing you to free up cash. Finally, using your emergency fund to cover the gap can help maintain financial stability during tough periods. These strategies ensure your organization stays on track even when cash flow is tight. Common cash flow challenges include inconsistent revenue streams, unexpected expenses, and limited cash reserves. To overcome these, diversify your funding sources to reduce dependency on one income stream. Build an emergency fund to cover unforeseen costs, and regularly monitor and adjust cash flow projections to stay on top of changing financial conditions. These solutions can help ensure your organization can navigate financial challenges with confidence and stability. 11 types of funding can support your organization: individual and major donors, fee-for-service, corporate donations, board or membership dues, events and games, advertising or sponsorships, grants, products and publications, naming opportunities, passive income, and in-kind donations. Diversifying revenue sources is crucial for sustainability, as it reduces reliance on one stream and helps your organization stay financially stable, even when some funding sources fluctuate. Scenario planning for cash flow variability helps manage periods of financial strain. For example, a nonprofit's summer camp program has higher upfront costs in April and May, but funding doesn't arrive until July. In April, with a beginning cash balance of $4,000, inflows of $2,000, and outflows of $6,000, the ending cash is zero. In May, with $1,000 in inflows and $5,000 in outflows, you're left with a negative $4,000 balance. But by June, with $10,000 in inflows and $2,000 in outflows, the ending cash is $4,000. Adjusting your cash flow projections for these gaps helps you plan your shortfalls and ensure sufficient liquidity. In this seasonal cash flow case study, the problem was lower donor engagement and deferred grant payments in Q1, creating a significant cash deficit that threatened program stability. The solution was a January fundraiser to boost cash inflows and retiming expenses to align with available funds. The graph shows the situation before the strategy in red, highlighting the deficit, and after the strategy in green, clearly illustrating improved cash flow and a more stable financial position. This approach allowed for effective decision-making and ensured program continuity. Cash flow projections are essential for maintaining your organization's financial health. Be proactive by updating projections regularly to reflect real-time changes. Regular updates and clear communication help ensure accuracy and build trust. Plan ahead to anticipate both shortfalls and surpluses, and always share insights with stakeholders to support informed strategic decision-making. Thank you all for viewing this e-learning module. Have a wonderful day.